Checking, 1, 2, 3. Going live. Probably already live. I am actually live. Does my face look fatter? I think it does. Oh dear. Right, let's just send that through real quick. Do 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 do. Right, let's get some soulful beats in here. This is stuff all right. BP, hey, how you doing? I will be polishing. Just go and do that now. That's okay. I'm sure you don't mind. Puns. The innuendo is literally a helmet. It's completely innocent. Or is it? How are you doing? This music's a bit tame. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Check. Yeah. Okay. Going once, going twice. Oh, I know what I need to do. That's better. Oh, you actually can hear me. Yes. It's more innocent than it seems, or is it? Let's just chuck myself into general chat if anyone wants to hop in. There we go. Yes. So we've got to get this. It's not too bad, to be honest. Doesn't fit with the the headphones, but it's got some obvious layer lines. So I'm just gonna wet sand it. It's probably the easiest way of doing this. I'm gonna have a good place to put it. I've never actually done this to a print before, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Hopefully it's nice. I feel like all of the moisture is lost there. That is doing sweet bugger all. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I can see something happening. What an idea for a live stream this was. I do have a random orbital sander somewhere, but I feel like if I use that, I'm going to do some damage. Definitely getting smoother. Slowly. I'm sure there's a better technique than this. What polishing my red helmet? Yeah, that sounds like a really good title. I should have done that. Shame it's not red. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd mix it up. And good evening, unpronounceable name. I feel like I need a power tool for this. My patience is always already running thin. I've done this for like a minute. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I've assumed that this is going to work. In my head it made sense. Pretty sure this is working. It is the worst. This is why I normally have a sander handy. Of course, I don't have that right now. Otherwise, this would be a lot easier. Don't damage the insignia. I'll be tried for heresy if I do that. It's a job that never ends. Great. I should just get my orbital sander out at some point. Just use that. Unless I already have it. And it's in this room with me. What could possibly go wrong? No. I haven't got a sander. It's just one of these. I don't think that's going to be that handy. As times get really desperate. Big piece, need big machine. I do need a big machine. Good evening, Manny. How are you doing? Thanks again for that blender session that you ran. It's definitely given me a few ideas. I do have a rattle can primer, yeah. What, coat it with that and then sand it? Will that be easier? I guess it'd fill in the gaps, I suppose. I just thought naturally you'd sand it before doing anything. But if you're suggesting that, I will listen to you, although that looks really rough. Should we try that? I guess we could try that. Let's, it's kind of broken, the can, actually. Right, we'll clean this off a little bit. And we'll prime it, let it dry. And then we'll sand it. And in the meantime, let's print some chest pins. I need some of those. Or did I already do them? No, those are different pins. Right. Okay. Let's wipe this down a bit. It'll fill in the gaps. Oh, I did think that. Yeah, I did think that. Okay. What? There is a process where you can treat prints a certain way and they look like they've been injection molded. They have this nice shininess to them. If only I could remember how the fuck that was done. I think, before and after spray, yeah, I will. I'm just thinking, let's turn that down just a tad. La 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 la. Add putty in the mix. Conflicting. Right, you guys might have to have a fight. I'm not sure which way do I go. Yeah. Well, I think if I just prime it black and then just spray gloss lacquer on top of that, that'd be fine, wouldn't it? I don't know what else. I can't see why it'd be an issue. To be honest, I probably would have got away with just leaving it as it is, but I want to have some level of skill with this. But anyway, let's see what it looks like on, as this is probably the last time I can do that before it gets, well, it becomes untouchable. Good evening, Dr. Evil. That's a good name. We have an entire set of Darktide armour that I'm building and putting together. I have all the pieces now. I've just got to stick it together, sand it down, and paint it. So basically, I've got to do the hard bit. I think I've got through 4 rolls of filament making all of the stuff. So, yeah, just a lot of stuff. So, Darktide veteran armour. I'll give you an example of that. I know I still can't skip the sanding. I know, as much as I want to. I do feel like I'm going to get my sander, my electric sander, and use that. I've done it before and burnt holes in things, so I've got to be careful with it. But there we go. That's part of the chest armor. Obviously, that's half of it. I'll get one of the other bits for reference. Ow! There we go. So it will be like. It will be like that, with obviously another bit there and then a bit on the back, and I won't be wearing 2 jumpers, so it might actually fit. But I will be surprised if we get through just the helmet this evening, but let's find out. Okay, so spray up. Once you've lacquered it, it's too late. Yeah, well, we'll obviously I'll lacquer it last. I don't think the helmets in the game actually have any paint on them other than black. I'm probably going to do it as a kind of inquisitorial agenty thing. It's probably going to be the theme, because I've already done Cadian, so I don't know if I'll do that again. Although, no, that'd be too much spraying. I don't need to go mad, because if black is the primary colour, this is going to be a lot easier. Okay, Let's have a bit of you. Right, so. Give it one more wipe down just to make sure I haven't missed anything. It is a mess in here, I've got a lot of parts. Right. Let's spray this outside, shall we? So I don't poison myself again. Just a moment. Entertain for the minute. There we go, thank you. Just need to take some cardboard, of which I seem to have an infinite amount, so let's get some of that. I'll just use that, I guess. Or a bit of wood will also do. So I've managed to break the bloody aerosol can. So I'm doing this awkward balancing act, which hopefully doesn't end up with me getting sprayed. Come on. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Scratch that idea. That can has completely exploded. So, yeah, it's not that it sounds empty, it's just broken. I better go and wash this off a sec. Nothing else going to contaminate anything? No, good. Oh dear. Looks like I'm just going to be Mr. Sticky Black Hands for a little bit. Because that is not coming off for the life. Yeah. Oh shit. Come on. No, nothing. Great. Okay, that's not good. Any black on my... No, that's water. I bloody hope that's water. Yeah, White Spirit IPA. Or we worry about it later. Could be either option. Oh, do I really want to put IPA in my bloody finger? Not desperately. I've been burned by that trick before. Quite literally. How toxic is this paint? Shouldn't be too much damage, should it? Only a little bit of paint anyway. Right. I think that's made my decision for me. We're gonna let the tiny splotch of yes, ignoring it it'll eventually fall off. I'll just walk around like this for a bit. Look like I've slammed my finger in a door. Or got frostbite. I just don't want to... I don't know, I'll just have black fingers for a little bit. They'll come off. It's more that I don't want to burn my fingers in IPA. Corrupted IPA, because that's also got loads of resin in it. I didn't think it was that bad. It's not going to kill me, is it? Done worse. Right, so, plan B, whilst that's going on, I need to make sure these bits fit together, as ABS doesn't print perfectly. Or maybe my cheap ABS doesn't print perfectly, to be more specific. So we want... Okay. Alright, so for example... Oh, we're over here now, are we? Yeah, you and me both. So we've got these two pieces. They do not sit flush, like, at all. And that is just down to... I could not for the life of me get the ABS to just print perfectly flat. It adhesed to the bed well enough, but not well enough to be perfectly flat like that. So, let's have a go at grinding that down. Which one do I do? Let's see. Which one's worse? Thank you, Dad. How am I doing? I'm doing alright, apart from I tried to spray something and now my fingers are black because the can exploded a while ago. I'm not exploded. It's just, I've had it before with Army Painter. Their spray cans don't seem to not recognise me as a person. That's not very nice. There we go. Wouldn't be the first time someone's done that to me. The cap, the actual spray cap, I've managed to wrench the plastic cap off so hard that it's just knocked off the cap as well. So I can't spray with that, which is annoying. So I need to get another black spray can. I did try and just stick it back on. Obviously that didn't work, and now I'm covered in black paint. And I don't think there's anything on this. I hope there isn't, at least. And now I'm going to resort to just trying to get these to mesh properly. So welcome to the sanding stream. That's what we're doing this evening. Oh, Such fun. I bet you're missing out. For all the sanding enthusiasts in the audience, feel free to pick up your sanding equipment and join in. Right, let's see which one is worse. That's quite bad. And that one is a lot better, actually. It's kind of both peeled up in the same spot, which is annoying. I wonder if I'd be better off trying to fill it. What if I went like that? No, filler would never cover that gap. Damn, I'm gonna have to... If I grind down the middle bit of that chest plate... This is gonna be a lot of work. Let's see what happens. Everyone is, Nard. Everyone is. Only human. Ah, yes. Toxic fibers. I know if I kept it wet I wouldn't have to do this so much, but let's just assume that I'm not going to be able to contain these fibres, so I'll just do it this way. Again, really could use that sander. Sandpaper ASMR, I think so, yeah, that's a good niche actually. That is a good idea, I might go for that.
Have you ever heard the story of the Muffin Man?
No, I haven't. Don't tell it to me.
The Muffin Man!
I should have brought Gingy and I've got that somewhere. Let me just...
The Muffin Man.
There we go, let me just correct that a little bit so you're not screeching down the airwaves. How are you doing? Joe Tap, do you like foreigners? I don't know, depends. How's that for a politically correct answer, Grizz? What do you think? The Muffin Man, brilliant. Oh, he literally popped in to do that and then left. Brilliant. Good evening, how are we doing? Welcome to this exciting sanding extravaganza. Oh dear. This looks very poisonous. All of this looks very poisonous. Mangus Black Bear, hello there. How are you doing? Welcome. If you would be so kind as to press a button that will make me an affiliate, feel free. A cute little animation will play. We'll all be happy. I don't know what difference it would make to my life, probably not much, but it's an option. Just saying, Magnus. Gang stalking? Yes, that's alright, whatever that is. Rub it good, I will rub it good. Okay, let's see that. So, that is after a tiny bit of sanding. How much has that improved? Do you know what? That has made a difference. It does actually. Okay, so I need to shave down. I'm a little bit worried it's going to change the angle, it's going to look weird. Okay. I just really don't have to reprint this because this took ages. Sorry. One second. I'll breathe in spores for a minute. Not spores, just this is the only downside of taking my health seriously. I was just saying welcome. This evening we are... Oh, changing the music as well. We are working on some Darktide armour, which will be worn at some point. I did start off by polishing a helmet, but then my spray can stopped working. It kind of broke, so we're not doing that anymore. And we are one follow away from being affiliate. Sorry, no, that took me so long to remember. So if you would like to press a magic button, then it will change many things, and there'll be like a fun little animation will play, and the world will be perfect for a moment. Of course you are, and I remembered you intently. There we go. Follow. There we go. Sorry. Well, welcome back. I like to pretend I have a photographic memory of everyone who's ever followed on this channel, but I'll be perfectly honest, sometimes I forget. Useless fact of the day. The least successful amputation ever was conducted by a Scot. Surprised? 300% casualty rate. That is horrendous. That doesn't sound real, but I believe it. You're hard to forget. You are hard to forget. I do apologise. I must have condition or something. I must have an issue that has caused me to forget such a monumental follower of mine. I do apologise. Anyway, yes, let's try and get this fucking thing level, which is... What if I just did that and I filled it? No. Okay, so the middle bit's got to come off, basically. 100 kilograms. That's a lot of that, I can imagine. I like to refer to myself as 90 kilograms of that. That was dumb. That was really dumb. Why do they sell a mask that comes with like a gas mask that has a mic on the inside? That's a bit of a niche request. There we go. Do you read me? At least a little bit. Tell you what, I'm going to try and wet it a little bit. Let's see if that helps our situation. Come on. I was just sanding the wrong bit. I got issues. That was dumb. That was really dumb. Very moist. And I was sanding the bit that was perfectly fine as well, so that's great. Being a bit of a meringue today. You used to do that without... I'm not surprised. Most people probably wouldn't bother. I just know, because of all the stuff that I do, some of it's probably going to kill me. I'm just trying to limit which ones of this stuff that is. Yeah, because this stuff doesn't look healthy. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to breathe this in. I'm assuming I'm not, but that doesn't look good. Yes. Well, I think if you smoke heavily, it counts as everything else. So if anything, that's probably healthier. Okay. Drum roll. Not at all. Oh, is it getting closer? Kind of. The only issue is if I make that so it... Oh, if it leans in there, it's not going to connect there properly, is it? Polyfiller actually might be the right option here. Or I might have to just reprint. I really don't want to do. Oh my god. So the correct angle, let's check that. Oh dear. So the correct angle is actually, yeah, it's not too bad, it's not that far off, but I'm going to have to shave quite a bit of this off to make sure that this still aligns properly with everything else. Which, oh, damn, that's so far out. Polyfiller, is it really going to do that though? Oh, no, okay. I don't know if polyfiller is going to be enough. So the gap we're looking at is this. So for it to sit properly, you're going to be looking at shaving off that. Cameraman wants a raise. Yeah, I know he does. He's excellent. Thank you, cameraman. You want to go over there, do you? I keep confusing it by showing it or not looking human enough for it. Fine. Be like that. More sanding. That's the thing. If I sand it anymore, I'm gonna have to sand it. Do I sand it or do I? I'm just trying to calculate in my head. There's going to be hours of sanding or more hours of printing. But the thing with the hours of printing, although that costs me more money, I haven't got to do it. So it just needs to print perfectly, and then it'll be fine. I think what we do for now, let's find all the bits that will go together and put those together. Then what's left will be the problem pieces we can revisit. Bloody ABS. Never use ABS. Ever. Okay. So, what about our back sections? Are they okay? No, they're still pretty warped as well. But not as bad in this case. Okay, this I can actually polyfiller by the looks of it. Right, that's not as bad. So, yeah. All right. Taking the easy way, you got no idea. If there is an easy way, I will take it. It's a bit like having a 3D printer is a little bit like having unpaid labour, because it'll make things for you, and you haven't got to be there. But that I can polyfill. The gap is nowhere near as big. Okay. Time for a shit ton of Gorilla Glue. It's only going to be a short one tonight, so I hope everyone's in the mood for a raid. I haven't figured out who we're going to raid yet. Suggestions are welcome. But I find it fun to do it to someone who's really not expecting it, and then just be as confusingly weird as possible upon entering said raid. It's gonna also run out of glue, it looks like. Okay, that. Okay. Right, you go in there. You go in there. No. I was trying to learn that. That's the main thing to go by, I think. Oh, let's get something more solid to chuck that on. We use the table as a leveler. The thing is, it's all just a bit off. Like, all of it is. Just trying to reduce the amount of bloody polyfilling I'm going to have to do in the future. I'm not confident about how tough this is going to be. This is probably not going to have that much strength behind it. Here's I'm giving up on sanding for the minute. Don't need this. I'll attack my desk with a hoover in a little bit. Okay, so is that going to be... I'm just winging it at this point. There's no way this stuff is going to go together perfectly. At least the back pieces don't seem to be as bad, but they're still pretty off. That's how good Gorilla Glue is. Didn't even break. There we go. Might actually work now if it decides to follow me. There we go. That's better. No, there's no way I've done that. Have I? printed two at the same side. I don't even know how I've managed that. That's a new level of stupid. How have I done that then? Okay, so we don't need two of you. So that means I just printed that for literally no reason. Note to self, take, well, notes of when you're printing shit. Okay. Alright. At least we made a start this evening. Let's have a quick look. I don't know. Bolt. I did think about that, but I wasn't sure how it would... Like, how would I bolt that? It's just too thin. I just don't think it would do it. I suppose the good news is I've got some filament coming tomorrow. That's... I know works. So hopefully I could just pick that up and run with it, and that won't be a problem. But anyway, I'm being summoned. So, sorry this was a bit of a short one. I've been running around trying to get a video done before the end of the month. And it's been tricky. It's been tricky. Right. Let's have a look. Who do we raid is the question. How thick are they? Well, there aren't really... Is it... I don't know how... Yeah, like I really don't know how you would do that. Personally, I think... Pretty thick, I guess. But how would you get the... What would you attach the bolt onto? Alright, let's go. Okay, let's do a raid. Do some quick market research. Do. Try and do one that we can actually understand the language of. Is someone here crocheting? I feel like that's a pretty easy target. There's only there's like two of us in here, so that doesn't really make a difference. I choose. Let's go. Oh, we'll do the crocheting lady. Seems innocent enough.
Oh, I appreciate the follow on Instagram as well.
Alright, I'll do. Screw it. One viewer. Yeah, that'll do. Sorry, I'm going to throw you at this crocheter and then I'm going to go eat dinner. Hope you don't mind. Mention the fish. They like that. Oh, there's two of us ready to go. Okay, it's getting exciting. Are we all ready? I believe that's everyone that was there. Okay. Be violent. Show no mercy. Spread the Lord.